What's going on, Natalie?
What's up, Will?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Oh, you know I'm doing good. I'm blessed.
Yes, I'm doing pretty good.
Definitely, definitely. So if you can, let people know, your name, where you chiming in from, and then we'll go from there.
My name is Natalie Wilson, and I am from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Cincinnati, and what made you want to join the REI 90? How long have you been enrolled?
I've been enrolled for about, I think, maybe 3 weeks now.
Okay.
And I've been following you for about, I think, a year. And I don't know, I've been watching you for a long time. And you've been talking about how we can buy property with somebody else's money. And I was intrigued by that part, that
Definitely.
I don't have to use none of my money. So it caught my attention. Yes.
So, with that being said, I know you and I have talked offline, and you had some reservations at first about joining because of your bad experiences of joining other online coaching programs or gurus or whatever they may call themselves. And so I want you to share that experience of why you had some reservations. And because I know there's a lot of people who have been through that, especially coming out of the pandemic, where pretty much anybody who fogged a mirror called themselves a real estate guru. So can you briefly touch on just your experience of why you were initially turned off, but then I want you to share what was that aha moment for you that gave you that confidence to have trust in us and joining the REI 90.
Like right before the pandemic, me and a friend of mine got into this deal that we found on the internet where they were saying you could use hard money to flip properties, and we got into it. We put about $15,000 down, and we was about 4 months in. We was ready to go to the closing table. I think we was waiting on the appraisal or whatever, and like we was just really motivated and excited to, we had worked the deal, found out we was gonna make about $70,000, and found out it was just a scam. Like they strung us along for about 4 months. It was a scam. We lost our money, and I lost sleep because I lost a lot of money. So I was kind of turned off by this industry. Then the pandemic came, and I didn't want anything to do with it. I was really disgusted, and I don't know, it was just, I was really turned off by it. Probably a year ago when I started following you, I started to see like, okay, this might be the real deal. And I just wanted to change my life. I have a 10-year-old daughter, and we like to travel. We like to do things, and I don't feel like I'm gonna reach financial freedom by working a job. Like, no disrespect to anybody that's working a job. You gotta do what you gotta do, but for me, I'm not into like designer labels or anything like that. I would rather buy property. Like investing is where my heart lies. Like I said, I've been in this industry off and on since 2015, and I bought my first property in 2015, and I just want to continue the process.
Definitely, definitely. Now I want to address a couple things. I didn't tell Natalie to go out there and crowdfund money. I didn't tell her to mortgage her property. See, I'm trying to show people, one, how to leverage the bank's money. And it's not as simple as you would think. And most people aren't even teaching people that strategy. Secondly, I'm also teaching Natalie for her to be able to control her own narrative to where she can control the deal. I'm not asking her to partner with me. I'm not telling her to get the capital and let me invest it. I'm showing her the strategy so she can control the entire flow from start to finish, and showing her how to use the money, which is what most successful entrepreneurs do anyway. Whenever the JW gets ready to build a new hotel, they're not using their money, they're using the bank's money. Whenever they're building a new casino, I live in Las Vegas. No casino was built out here using their money. Steve Wynn did not take money out of his pocket to build the Wynn Casino. He went and used somebody else's money. And then I'm trying to not only teach Natalie, but other people who may go through this program who have suffered other bad experiences, is within my coaching program, I also teach you what to look out for so you don't get jammed up in those type of things. Natalie, do you want to briefly share, because you sent me a message of just the plethora of information and content that's inside the back end of the portal, and you were blown away by that.
Yes, it's so much information. It's so much information that you can probably get overwhelmed at first. but it's something for everything in there that you are trying to learn. And you have access to his staff. They're helpful. You get to join the Facebook group. They're always helpful. It's so much information in there. And I just want to let you guys know I've only been in this program for it'll be 3 weeks, I think, this week. And I've already been approved for $55,000 so far.
It's actually 65.
65.
Yeah. You got 40,000 between one bank and another 15 from Chase. So less than 3 weeks, we got you 65K in funding. That's just debt, but we're utilizing it as structured debt. Now, let me ask you this, Natalie, and you may or may not want to answer this. And this is actually for anybody. How long do you think it would have taken you to save 65,000?
Over a year, at least. I don't. Over a year. I wouldn't have got it in 3 weeks. I wouldn't have got it in 2 weeks. It definitely would. I've been trying to save that all my life. So, like, this is the real deal. The last investment I made of $16,000, I was kind of skeptical, and I still went along with the program. And when I lost that money, I couldn't sleep at night. I made this investment and didn't blink an eye.
Yeah, you even sent me a message, which I thought was pretty dope. You said, I can finally sleep knowing that I'm with the good team. And that made me feel good, because that lets me know that myself, my team, we're doing right by people. And that's the biggest thing. Because here's the thing that I'll say, and I'll just address the elephant in the room. If we're going to keep it 100, as they say, I'm a black man who is in this information space. If we wasn't doing right by people over the past 10 years, I would have been crucified. We stand by what we do. And the thing that I will always say is that my integrity will always supersede money, because everything that I show people what to do, I do it myself. I post my properties. I posted my credit cards and my books. So it's not about necessarily the money. The money is to be able to run the engine, to be able to continuously reinvest in the marketing, in my team, and giving access to resources and different things of that nature, because that's the exchange. See, I have a whole lesson inside the REI 90 about levels of exchange. And unfortunately, a lot of people will never get to that next level in life because they're out of exchange. They don't even exchange at a level of fairness. I do my best to exchange at a level of abundance. So any last words, Natalie, as we are continuously building and getting you in position and doing all of those things?
Just have an open mind and trust the process.
Absolutely.
And do your part, because like I'm a heavy manifester, so I write things down. And I believe if you write things down, you can see things in fruition if you do the work. So you can't just join the program and think you're going to be able to sit back and just let the program work itself. Like, you have to do the work too.
Definitely got to do the work. Absolutely. Well, appreciate you, Natalie. Thank you for coming on. If you guys are looking to buy in the Cincinnati area, we've dropped information. She is also a licensed realtor. So not only is she an investor, but she's also a realtor. She's also an investor-friendly realtor. So from an investment standpoint, she knows the buying criteria that you're going to be looking for. And Cincinnati is a hot market. That's a market we're investing in heavily. So make sure you guys reach out to her and she'll get you right. Thank you, Natalie.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely.
Anytime, Will.